Gone.
Come on.
Welcome back.
Okay, first thing, I get it. I need to work on Leo's backstory. I don't have any ideas though.
Chill.
It's fine. Chill.
I also barely have any idea for one. So I'm just going for what's going on at the top of my head.
Let us you guys know that the stream has started since 6:30.
What have you been streaming?
Stop.
There we go.
Okay.
You guys are still free to talk, obviously.
Oh.
It's muted, so it's fine.
Remember, cursing only.
No.
Gotcha.
How do you pronounce your character's name? Demex?
Demix.
Demex. Thank you.
Have you ever played Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Hey. Yeesh. Someone actually noticed it.
Also,
I'm an avid video game player. It's hard not for me to notice that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
also, is your picture Ron from the Potter Puppet Pals?
Oh, yes. Wait a minute. No. Where is it? Goddamn, I can't remember.
It is.
I think so. Mine is
Nice.
actually just a meme. And that is not my character.
You're saying your character in this campaign is not based off Ron from the
Yes.
Potter Puppet Pals? Big sad.
That would be weird. Ron is a dragonborn.
Anything, I'm a Dragon Ball too. Only, are you familiar with Monster Hunter at all?
Yes.
Do you know
Only
what the Xenojiva is?
Xenojiva. Oh my god.
Why do you think I named? Why do you think I have? The race's name is literally Elder Dragonborn. Somebody actually made a D&D module for Monster Hunter. It's unofficial, but
You had to go for the autocorrect there, Spock.
That's
You wrote language. And
that is impressive.
Oh, he took it away, but he corrected your spelling.
oh blank.
Oh balls.
Jesus.
Yes, hello. I'm
Yes, I can see
Welcome
that.
back.
sorry. I was eating dinner.
Food is important too.
Oh,
Very much so, yes.
Anyway, I've got the chat up.
Twitch. You know, I completely forgot it was Thursday.
How did you
No.
forget
Wow,
it was
dude,
Thursday?
wow.
I had my sub session yesterday.
Because after a while, all the days just kind of blend together at the end of the work season.
Right.
You know what? I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Samech Purim, everyone. And St. Patrick's Day and Holy.
It's St. Patty's Day?
Yes, it is.
Even had corned beef and lettuce.
Do not drink during my stream, please.
St. Patrick's Day, Purim, and Holy all coincide on the same day. Drinking holidays for 3 different cultures.
Don't drink. I can't even do that yet because I'm 20.
Really? I
Yeah.
think you're older than me.
I thought you're all older than me.
I don't drink, so
Same.
I'm not gonna drink alcohol on per. I'm not gonna drink alcohol
On
myself
stream.
anyway.
Yeah, I won't drink on stream.
good. I would rather not have drunk D&D people. At least not in my session. If you do it in
It's
if
illegal
you do
to
it in,
drink for me.
if you do it in Blazes, I don't care.
Interesting.
That would be a funny session.
I don't think it would be any funnier than Greg.
Then what?
Than Greg.
Oh.
I guess I should put my drink away then, huh?
Probably.
My sessions don't need alcohol to be drunk D&D.
They do not.
No.
God's buff. Okay, so the party we actually need to get started with this is here, so.
Yeah.
Is Ben showing up?
I don't know if he actually set his alarm clock like I told him to, but if he doesn't, that's not my problem because we don't need him for the first part of this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly gonna be you guys. Where me and
Maybe he
Zen
just
are
doesn't remember.
elsewhere.
Maybe he
Hey,
just doesn't
Echo.
remember it's Thursday.
What's up?
Echo, guess what?
What?
Hydrate.
God's.
Oh my god.
I'll be right back.
Give me an extra 30 seconds to eat my cabbage rolls.
Eat it, eat it.
Oh,
Go,
gosh
go.
darn it! Gosh darn it, blank.
I need to pull
I
up
can't
the
say-
screen so I can do that to him too.
I am well hydrated.
Honestly, the only thing I've drinking for the last hour was a pickle.
Pepper juice isn't bad.
I mean, it was just eating a pickle.
No.
I mean, it was just eating a pickle.
I can hear
I mean-
some bleed through. Do you have the stream audio on?
Yeah, I did, and I forgot it wasn't muted. I just muted it. I was confused when I heard myself talking.
Hold on. Can someone tell me how to use every? Every.
Avery?
Oh,
Yeah.
so basically, you want to do !R, and then you just tell it what you want to do.
Example.
!R space 1d20. We'll roll 1d20. And you can add modifiers to it, so if you want to do for 1d20 plus 5.
That's an example of
modifier.
Avery working. And yes, I just did a ridiculous one just for the heck of it.
And also, if you want to do several rolls, you'll do 3 R's, then you'll type the amount of iterations you want to do, and then you'll do your roll.
Hang on.
So 3 R's, say I want to do 5 iterations of 1d20 plus 1.
Got it.
5 iteration.
Or if you want to roll multiple different dice, you can do that too by doing 1d8 plus 1d6.
And it's the brackets for obvious reasons.
You don't
Yeah.
put the brackets in. He was just doing it to make sure it did actually roll.
I can modify I can ban an IRL word for 2,000 channel points.
I've done that a few times to him
Yeah, it means you can't use that word. Yeah.
for 5 minutes. He was talking a lot in.
Who rolled in general?
Sorry, that was me.
Get
I
outta here.
was trying to. I was trying to show Demix how the bot worked.
Oh, right, you don't know how the bot works. Sorry, I completely forgot to teach you that.
So you need to put 3 R's.
To roll multiple.
Exclamation point,
I see.
exclamation point, RRR, space,
The
the number of dice you want to roll, another space, and then 1d20. It would roll
type of
3.
dice and then modifier. Gotcha.
When you're typing in the modifier, do not space it out. Otherwise, it'll
Right.
set that modifier as the DC.
Oh.
The bot is very particular.
Yeah, Avery is a picky little thing.
Sometimes. Okay, so is everyone ready?
No.
Damn.
I did.
Is
Give
that
me like 3 seconds and I'll be ready.
okay?
Eat that cat
Okay.
soul.
Going to have to show this to Mom later. That's just me talking. Away.
I still love that.
The fox.
The emote wall.
Gotcha.
Okay, so starting with the pre-session. Starting from top left, we have Ryan playing Zeno.
Hello, this is Sonic the Cherry 2013, otherwise known as Ryan, otherwise known as Zeno, as
Keep it
stated
short,
by
please.
Echo. So yeah.
And between me and Ryan is the new player that will be joining our sessions from supposedly now on. Say hello, Zeph.
Greetings. My name is Zafir Seraf, and I am glad to be here. I am the newly joined VTuber trying to play D&D after so long. And I am playing Demix.
Blaze understands. Blaze understands the PTSD.
I'm not new to D&D.
Fair, fair. I, of course, am
I can't quite. Oh, sorry, go no.
I, of course, am Echo or Momo rules. Bottom left is Orca, who is playing Eve.
Hello, I am the avid hero and courageous knight of the party.
And between the actually the bottom middle is Spock, who is playing Kiasi.
Hello, happy Purim. Happy other holidays if you're celebrating.
Yes, it's currently St. Patrick's Day, as far as I am aware. I did not know of the others, so I learned something new today. And then we have Blank, who is playing Marisi.
Yes, hello, I am me.
Oh no.
And then later, hopefully Zen will be joining, who is playing Zenny. But for right now, this is the party we got, and this is more than enough to start the session with. So if everyone's ready, we'll get right to it.
Yay, D&D.
Excellent.
I
Should
So-
be fun.
Oh, go ahead.
Demix, I can't quite place your accent, but I think it's Eastern European.
You're close, you're half close. It's Eastern, but not European.
Yeah, it sounds like it's what, Moroccan?
Nope,
That's
not
Western.
even close.
That
That's
is
Western. That's so West. That's
Yes,
Middle
I
Eastern.
am.
You are
You're close,
directionally
you're close.
challenged, I see. So,
I'm just upside down today.
where are you from then?
Southeast Asia.
Oh. Very.
Oh.
You might get mixed up because I am using what I call is YouTube accent because living with YouTube, I kinda gather up all of big YouTubers accents and just, you know, make it mine.
Fair.
You might hear some American, European, Moroccan, or even Irish from or whatnot from time to time.
All right then.
Good to know.
It's a pleasure.
Alright, so we're ready?
Yep.
I believe so.
Okay.
Seems like it.
So, last we left our party at the end of the last session, two people had split off from the party as a whole. Zenny and Zeno had gone with Amanda, the character who had seemingly created an entire situation that was thankfully resolved without fighting.
Again.
Again, yes.
Despite the DM's best efforts.
I set up the situation, I don't force things. Anyways, they had headed out of the party, out of the little trading city that the party is in, to the east, leaving Eve, Marisi, and Kiesi in the party awaiting in the trading town, sorry, with Red walking away from them, with two friendly people advancing towards them, and one unknown figure coming from the north.
Oh boy, unknowns.
Shrek.
So, starting us off, the three of you that would be left in the city are here watching Amanda walk away with Zenny and Zeno. However, you have been notified that you probably shouldn't stop them. Even if you wanted to, the situation's already been done, so they're kind of already out of the city. So you're left here with you three in what seems to be a pretty much empty town currently, since it is the middle of noon, with the looming threat of danger on the outside of the town's barrier. And you are pretty much free to do whatever you would like in this moment. Panic as you will.
Well, once Marisi's done. No, I can't use that word.
Horseradish?
Having a mental breakdown, let's call it that.
Okay. Freaking out?
Yes, from seeing the giant pillars and whatnot.
Yeah.
She's gonna look towards the horizon where the quote-unquote backup is coming from. Also, I'm sorry for the background talking.
Yeah, I'm aware it's your brother this time, so I'm not gonna tell you to turn it off.
Yeah, I can't exactly turn him off.
Yeah, I know.
You could. It's just not, recommended.
Kind of illegal.
You need some chloroform move there?
Looking to the direction that said backup is supposedly coming from, you would notice that some of the monoliths seem to have fallen silent. The letters that were glowing on them are now dull, faded. And some of the other creatures that were on the outside seem to have stopped moving, and there seem to be two people running towards you.
Do these creatures normally just stop where they are and cease moving?
Who are you asking this to?
Would I know?
Just into the party in general.
Kiasi, you would know that generally these things only stop when they're defeated.
Usually, not without intervention.
Yes, but what about the ones that were clearly not intervened with?
That I don't know. I've only ever seen them stopped. I've never seen them stop on their own.
You think we could poke one and bring one back with us?
I am not poking it.
We could give it a try.
I was mostly being sarcastic.
Still, we're here on a mission.
Yes, but at the moment we're literally in a dome.
Yes, but we can plan for what we do out when this is over. This shouldn't last too long, I don't believe.
How far along in the noon hour are we?
Generally, noon is nearly over.
Okay. Well, we don't exactly have long to think on it.
These things are why am I forgetting the word for it? Constructs, aren't they?
Some of them are, yes.
Well, wherever they're from, they needed to be made somehow. There should be a way of getting resources wherever they come from.
So
Right.
you're suggesting going back to where they came from and harvesting?
Not harvesting, but wherever
don't-
they're from, there has to be a lot of resources that would be useful.
I don't know about you, but I'm not exactly particular to jumping into the jaws of death.
Neither am I.
Second that.
So,
We'll need to find a safe way to gather resources, and if these things have a monopoly on it, it'll make it very difficult.
or we could just harvest these things.
Yes. But in that case, we'd have to separate one from the rest of them.
Well, they're not
Eve.
exactly moving very fast right now.
Eve, how would you like to help lure one into?
Is it because I'm small and can get away quickly?
Oh, no, because I thought you'd hate it most.
Was that a
Yeah,
joke?
that
That is
is equally true.
the fact that you're small and can get away quickly is only a benefit to it.
I can
I'm not
also be
sure if
turned
that
into
was a
a
joke,
buggy
but
squish.
It's somewhat of a joke.
though I suppose we should probably talk to our incoming backup before we do anything.
That's perhaps. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, they brought the spears that we had acquired. Those seems to be helpful. Those seem like they could be helpful in this kind of situation.
I would not count on it.
Hopefully soon then.
How close are the people?
Uh, just by looking in their general direction, you would probably be able to tell that if you shouted loud enough, they would probably be able to hear you.
Well, how about we
We
move
should.
in their direction? So
Yes, I was just about to suggest that actually. And Maurice is already walking in that direction.
I'm following as well.
Yeah. Not being one to be left alone next to a creepy house full of bodies. Yeah, I'm following.
Surprising.
Okay,
Just
so
because I'm good with dead people does not mean I like dead people.
first of all, before I switch tabs, I would like to say for the record, I claim no ownership of any pictures that are seen within my server. I have simply found them on Pinterest and am using them as face claims to help better visualize the identity of these characters.
I assume you're saying this for legal reasons because Twitch is weird like that.
Yep.
Twitch is Twitch.
All rights go to the
It makes
original
you twitch.
owners.
Twitchy, twitchy.
But I just wanted to make sure that's known. I claim absolutely nothing
Clip it.
that is shown within the Discord server. The picture on the left of the red-haired girl and the one on the upper left, the other red-haired girl, both are mine. I claim ownership of those. But that is it. So,
I claim ownership over the concept of elephants.
no.
Buzzkill.
So, coming in the general direction, the first person you see is Tip. Though,
Tip?
yeah, it's Tip.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
blonde-haired short girl that was easily able to lift the scrap hammer that Zenny showed off. However, she doesn't seem to be brandishing a weapon.
She is the weapon.
That seems likely.
Along with her is Keith, a
Oh, yeah, there she is.
generally calm-looking woman. I really don't have any other description for Key besides that. That she's
Does she
calm.
have a weapon?
Well, despite what, well, Kiasi would know that she has mastery over several different types of weapons, but it would come as a surprise to probably both Eve and Marisi that she actually has several different weapons in her possession.
Zenny would also know, right?
Zenny would also know, but Zenny's not here.
Right, but just wondering, just
Yes, Zenny would know.
She
Making
is the
sure.
Doom guy of this universe.
FG division intensifies.
Come on. They run up to you, Tip being the first one there, because she actually has a faster movement speed. Okay, we're here. Where's the enemy?
Gone.
I'm sorry.
But not forgotten.
Gone.
were-
Did you just let them get away?
Not exactly. We were separated when noon hit.
So you encountered them outside the village, is it?
Yes, and then a huge tentacled gross pillar decided to get between us and them. And Eve and Zeno took sorry, not Eve and Zeno. And Zenny and Zeno took after them.
I see. Well, I'm happy none of you got smushed then.
My brain needs so much therapy after seeing that thing.
May I remind you,
the
this is
fact-
only noon.
Your brain needs
It's
therapy.
funny.
What? The constructs, the dead bodies, the fact that the dead bodies have been killed and we've been killed for 30 something times? What?
This is all extremely new to me.
It's new to all of us.
I'm not completely sure what you're talking about, but I'll save the questioning for Claudia when we get back. I'm going to.
No.
I'm going
Sorry, go ahead.
to assume that Zenny and Zeno are able to take care of themselves.
Well, I know Zenny is.
Good. Then
She
I
could
have
take
no
care of me.
then I have no qualm of being able to chase after them. I'll leave them to their own devices. Hopefully they can take down that enemy.
There was a third silhouette with you, yes?
A third silhouette?
Yes, there was you, this other woman, and then there was a third one, was there not?
No, we were the only two that dispatched from the city.
You did say there was 3 people, right? I'm
Yes,
not pulling this
there
out my
are
ass.
3
Okay.
people. 2 coming from the city, 1 coming from the north.
Then who was the third?
As you're asking this question, Key finally reaches you and begins to keel over, panting rapidly. It seems she was running at full speed pretty much the entire time.
Are you quite alright?
Yes, I am fine. Ugh.
Why don't you lay down for a moment? Everything around us seems to have stopped, more or less.
Tip speaks up. Yeah, it stopped because we stopped them. Zen!
Hi, Zen.
Speak of the devil.
Guten Abend.
You're currently not specifically needed in the current situation, since I'm going through what happened with the party while you and Zeno were away.
Yeah.
So you take your time to wake up. Anyways, Tip has just said that most of it has stopped because they stopped them.
And how did you stop them?
Hit them
By
really hard, probably.
Do you think you could help us salvage some resources off them?
once noon is over,
What?
we might be able to salvage some, yes.
Thank you.
So how did you stop them?
Simple. I punched them really hard.
Right in the off button.
I don't think I expected any less.
I'm a monk. What do you want from me?
Out of character, it this reminds me of the Team 4-Star Cooler movie.
Oh no.
What if we punch them really hard?
I don't.
Anyway,
I never watched that, but the one thing that I know that I saw a meme about is I swear to God, if you say punch them really hard again, I will literally kill you. And then, what
not
if
that
we punch.
exact wording.
Yeah, I know. But then it was, what if we punch them really hard together?
God, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
I watched it
Getting
again.
back on track.
Yes,
Yeah.
back on track. Are any of you injured? He will say, straightening up her posture.
Only mentally. It has been, what's the word? An exciting afternoon.
Oh, you've taken psychic damage. That's such poor.
I am not hurt, but I think we could all use a rest sometime soon.
Oh, yes, you will be taken back to headquarters once we're finished here. You are to give a full report of what happened.
Very good.
We should probably pick through whatever these two left for us to salvage, if there's anything left.
There is plenty left to salvage. We simply made sure that they could not pose a threat anymore.
Perfect.
And at this time, all of you hear footsteps from behind you. They aren't in a rush. They're just walking.
I will instantly pull a dagger and throw it at the person.
You take a dagger and throw it at the person.
Yep.
What?
there is. I'm so
There's
confused.
repercussions to your
Reflex. Someone coming up from behind me. Bodies in front. Creepy things around. I'm not sure who it is. I am just making a potion.
I have a feeling that Eve is going to blow up.
I
Well,
think you just threw it at one of the colors.
you throw a dagger at this person. You do not hear a scream of pain. You don't hear any kind of surprise. All you hear is a metallic thumping at your feet, as the dagger you've just thrown is now stuck in the ground between your feet.
That was going to be Moe's.
I will now take a proper look at the person while I slowly lean over and bend over and try to pull it from the ground.
The man before you has a white cape. His garb is mostly black, skin pale, a scar leading from his cheek down his neck. There seems to be a pure black mask on his side. Hair very black as well. He speaks to you. Well, throwing a dagger at an unsuspecting individual is not the best way to give a greeting.
Well, turn. So, hi.
Hello there. I was told that there was some trouble going on here, but it looks like it's been handled.
At this
And
point, Maurice
who might you be?
has turned.
There's iPads.
At this point, Maurice had turned around to get a better look at the man.
Enone, don't see many of you around here.
I just hope you speak giant. She will say in giant.
Wouldn't be in my profession if I couldn't. No, would you?
Oh, good. I don't have to speak in common then.
I would have been translating everything except that last part up until that point.
Well, seems as if you've got everything handled. I'm not really needed here. But would you mind telling me what happened?
Oh, where to begin?
I recommend the beginning.
Yes, it was more of sarcasm, but thank you.
You
Well,
seem like you'd be the most interested in recapping the events that you had seen.
no, believe me, I will. Well, first, I had some kind of squidgy tentacled grape explode on me
Ah, so you
after it
encountered the
telepathic. Yes, after it telepathically gurgled in my head. And then, no, we encountered the robots and the fruit, I believe you could just called it.
Oh, I bungled it.
The robot was easy enough, the fruit was new. Then I believe we got into town. Met a strange girl who claimed she smelled blood. Followed her to a house.
Because that was a smart idea after the fact.
Well, we had nothing else to do now, did we?
True.
Oh, Eve investigated the house,
Hey, TK, watch
found it coated wall to wall with blood. Woman standing outside the house said she was guarding it for her parents because they were inside making dinner. Pretty sure it was burnt by the smell. We go inside, go in the kitchen, and the walls were not only painted with their blood, but also their viscera. And I believe their faces. Oh god, their faces.
It was
Okay, I think
not a pretty sight, let's just say that.
I see. He doesn't
Then
look
she turned
at,
on us.
at the moment. He does not look shocked or surprised at all.
Now the kicker with this, the death wouldn't be oh no, somebody snapped and killed their own parents. Apparently this has happened 13 times already. To these
That's
same
30.
parents.
13 times, you say.
14. 14.
14 times. To the same pair of parents. I don't know how one can kill your parents 14 times over, but apparently it happened.
His expression doesn't seem to change at all. Really now. 14 times? Not the oddest
That's
thing I've
what you said.
not the oddest thing I've heard in this line of work.
Her reaction was, oh no. Anyway. Which really threw me off because you would think that someone would show a little bit of emotion for their parents that were just murdered, and then we were told it happened 14 times already, and that really threw us for a loop. And then she pulled a sword on us, and then noon hit.
Well, not to mention that apparently we've been through this a couple times.
Yes, that's what threw me for a loop. Apparently, I've died more than a few times already.
So you were in the city when noon hit.
Yes.
I see. Well, I'm glad you're safe then. He will say as he turns away and starts to walk away.
What is your name?
Why is it important?
Curiosity.
Well, you seem very important.
Very well. I shall indulge you. You can call me Blake.
Thank you.
Very, very well, Blake. I will not keep you any longer. You may go if you wish.
Alright then. Make sure to stay safe out there. There is no telling when something might pop up.
As safe as one can get out here.
And he simply walks away.
Maurice turns back to Key and Tip.
Tip looks very angry at you.
What? What did I say?
So you were inside the city when noon hit?
More towards the edge of it, but yes.
Where's this house? The one covered in blood?
She will point to the house on the edge of town.
The house you were in was not on the edge of town.
I thought you said it was.
It was not.
Mm-mm.
It was
Nope.
I
towards
got
the
my
edge, but
facts
not
wrong.
on the edge.
We weren't in downtown. We were just off the offskirts of it, but we were in town.
And I got all my details wrong. Oops.
Close enough.
Well, it's been a couple of weeks, so I've probably forgotten important details.
You have a lot of explaining to do. Come on. Noon's over.
Great.
So Tip and Key will about face and begin walking back to the city. You said you wanted to gather some supplies, right?
Yes.
That's what we came here for.
Thankfully, at the end of noon, the ones that are defeated stay, but the ones that aren't generally tend to disappear. Besides, the slackers.
The fruits.
There are some lingering effects from the time of dawn, noon, eve, whatever. Some of them tend to stick around, though. It's not anywhere near as bad as when noon actually hits.
Where do those pillars even come from? Those are extremely disturbing.
Oh, the monoliths?
Yes.
Tip just looks up into the air. The sky.
Well, that's not concerning at all.
I meant more specifically what makes them or where do they come from, but sure, the sky works, I suppose.
For whatever makes them, we've never figured out. Even if we had figured out, that'd be classified information.
I would only assume so.
And maybe if we find out, we can turn Mose loose on it.
Mods exist now.
If you
She
think
would immediately destroy it.
if you think Mose could handle whatever makes those things, please. Mose is the first unit in our rankings for a reason.
Angry fox noises in the far distance.
Tip,
Just don't let Zenny hear you say that.
Tip and Key will lead you out of trading the trading town as the people that were inside the buildings begin to come out and fill the streets once again. You soon find yourselves near what appears to be a group of somewhat destroyed monoliths, machines, and literal piles of flesh.
I don't even want to know what those used to be.
The monoliths are deactivated with some of the tentacles laying around. The machines, only a few of them are actually intact. Some of them have shattered gears and mechanical parts on the ground, as well as some intact parts strewn about what appears to be the somewhat large battlefield. Go ahead, collect to your heart's content.
Marisu will look to Kiyasi. You have a better eye for this than I do.
I'd probably just try to dismantle scraps of metal off of them. Would have to roll for strength or for investigation. Or
If you're trying to dismantle the machines, I will need intelligence.
just an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Mostly just trying to like tear off like plates of solid metal rather than like carrying entire like
that is
attachments.
different than dismantling. Then
Oh no, yeah, kind of just like taking off sheets of metal rather than like
then yeah, strength check.
okay, it's the same modifier actually.
Can I
Four.
roll? Can
You manage to rip off half of a plate.
Better than I expected.
And
May
all
I?
you'll do in the background is big old elephant can't rip the plate off.
Would you like to give it a try?
Oh, I know I can't.
I'm gonna sneeze.
May I roll Arcana, please?
Just a fun roll. Nice.
A little bit higher.
I sneeze. What are you rolling? What do you want to roll a Arcana for?
To see if there's any magical doodads in the scrap, viscera, and rubble piles.
Then you would need to roll Perception first, and then Arcana.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be investigation?
Investigation is looking for clues, not specifically magical essence.
19 for perception.
You have found a lot of different parts, so roll me Arcana.
21 for Arcana.
Jesus, even better. Okay. The tentacles that came off of the monolith are obviously magical, though for some reason, despite the magic not being active, they have not disappeared.
How big are these tentacles compared to me?
What is your height?
I should be 7 foot. Yeah, 7 foot 10.
It varies. There are some that are the length of your arm. There are some that are longer than your height.
I will probably go for a middle ground and grab one that's probably a little longer, just a little shorter than I am. So probably around 5 foot.
Okay. Could you roll me a d20? Unrelated to that.
I'm about to catch a disease.
I want to make sure you know you're not in danger.
2.
You are in danger.
Thank God.
Among the magical scraps on the ground seems to be a broken machine core. It is shattered into pieces.
So it's not gonna just jump to life and shank me in the ribs.
It's a machine core. It would need something to encase it for it to work properly.
Okay.
But
So
depending,
tentacle.
if you had rolled higher, I would have given you an intact core.
Oh.
But unfortunately, the opportunity's passed. So, roll me a d100.
Okay. 40.
Since we only use gold in this campaign, you have found 40 gold worth of sellable scrap that could be
Okay.
repurposed.
So do I just add this 40 gold to my inventory?
You haven't sold it yet, so no. Add to your notes 40 gold worth of scrap, but I will say that this is partly magical, so it could be more valuable than you were originally thinking.
There we go. 40 question mark gold of scrap.
Yeah.
And now this tentacle, which is magical but is at the same time.
Yes.
Is it still attached to the monolith?
No.
Okay. I pick up the slim end, if it's slim.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to give me a help in salvaging some of this metal for the art project? Thank you so much.
Do you know what, big guy? I will try.
Marisi, can you give me one more perception check?
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an 18.
18. Pretty good.
I'm rolling good.
I
I mean, other than that too, but...
Roll me luck. A d100.
Okay. 39.
There is what appears to be a small bag among the wreckage.
A small bag of what, sorry?
A small bag among the wreckage. It is producing some kind of unknown magical aura.
Hello, what are you? And Marisi will lean down on her staff to pick up the bag.
Full of Axe body spray.
Ooh.
Ew.
You pick up the bag. Nothing seems out of the ordinary immediately.
I would like to examine what the bag looks like.
It appears to be just a leather bag.
I open the bag.
How far?
Demons spring out. Enough to look inside.
You undo the drawstrings and open it slightly. However, the inside appears to be pitch blackness.
cast light to look inside of it.
Your light is consumed.
The fuck?
And yet,
Sorry.
Yes. Language.
Where
The
Jar
frick.
is go
Devouring.
with what I said. The heck.
What on...
I had to
What is...
physically
What?
not-
You cast light, since it's like on an object. The
Yeah.
bag begins to produce a wind. Some type of I don't know how to describe this. Like a vacuum cleaner, kind of. That
Okay.
sucks what appears to be the magic essence out of the item you just enchanted.
Oh, it was just a stone that I've cast light on.
Yeah. The light fades slowly, and now you're just have a rock.
Well, that's interesting.
Your magic don't work anymore?
Well, it just sucked the light out of this rock I enchanted. This warrants further study.
Is no one helping Kiesi?
Eve is.
Is okay.
Then either roll with advantage or Eve needs to roll as well.
What are we rolling for?
Strength.
Strength.
Strength?
Yep.
I'll let you have advantage.
Thank you.
Hey,
Better rolls
20.
this time.
With a 20, you manage to harvest an entire. Sorry, an entire large machine.
Nice. How much does that weigh?
What's your carrying capacity?
Total carrying capacity is 900. Yeah, 900. But I'm already holding 90 pounds of stuff, so 810.
This in total will probably raise 670 pounds.
670?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will tap you on the back and have fun carrying that.
Would you like to carry a bit of it? I'd
It
hold
weighs
it
more
out
than
for you. I'd hold it out over your head.
yeah, as a 5 teenage female, it's probably bigger than me. And I instantly get nervous.
But your salvage includes pretty much the entire thing besides the core crystal, which Marisi had found shattered. You're able to get the weaponry, the armor platings, arms, legs, head, everything contained within the torso of the machine. It is what you could call a pretty good haul.
I have wrapped up that tentacle like a rope, by the way, and just kind of slung it over my arm.
Define that again, please.
I have wrapped the tentacle up like a rope and slung it over my shoulder.
Okay, so you coiled it up, and you're carrying it while it's coiled, and it's not wrapped
Yes.
around your arm.
No, it is not wrapped around my arm. I'm just carrying it over my shoulder.
Okay. Good.
Probably should have specified a little better than that.
It's okay. That's why I ask these questions, to make sure you're not doing anything stupid.
That's my job.
I'm gonna replace this tentacle, my arm with this tentacle. No, not yet.
So,
I'll wear this tentacle as a
from what
bodysuit.
you can see, you've probably gathered most of the manageable items in the area.
Yum.
Except I'm keeping this tentacle. I'm not giving it away.
I think she found her precious.
Well, it's magical, but also is. That warrants further study.
Yes, and it makes light things disappear. It's black hole tentacle.
No, that's the bag. Two separate
Oh.
things.
Oh, there's it. Okay.
Oh, come on. I'll be right back. I have to go drink some water.
Who did that? I was about to do that.
I can't believe someone beat me to it.
I was planning on doing that at exactly 8:30.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
Well, when he gets back, you can always donate it again.
Could I?
I'm just messing with you guys. Got a while to wait.
Wait. At 9 o'clock, everyone should do it.
Oh!
Yes.
Or
Oh!
what time is it for everyone right now?
8:30. 1.
In half an hour. That's all you have to do.
In half an hour at the exact hour mark.
Yes.
Keep in mind, I'm a mod. I will reject all of those if I have to.
Every party needs a pooper. That's why they invited you. Party pooper. Party pooper.
Yeah, Shrek.
By the way, that is literally the only time I will do that.
Don't.
Echo, if you're back, I'm sorry sorry I did that. Cat.
Cat? Shadow.
Cat.
Apparently, it's cuddle time.
Mix along.
He's drooling.
Get behind the ears.
His snoot.
Are you a good puppy? Yes, you are.
That's a cat, you dingus.
That's the joke.
I will call alligators puppies. It doesn't matter.
Alligators are just very scaly, very toothy, carnivorous puppies.
Yeah.
They're puppies to chew.
No matter what the age, no matter what the species, they're all puppies to me.
Oh, you're talking about
Except
dogs.
elephants. Elephants are definitely not puppies.
Yeah, they are puppies.
And Orca has cat.
Oh,
I can instantly do something to make this stream PG-13.
Kit.
Cat.
Good cat.
But
Stop.
Oh my
and
god.
PG-13.
Why?
Anyways.
I have bag and tentacle.
Okay, so after you have finished salvaging through the area, Tip walks forward. All right, I think you've had your fun dismantling the objects we've crushed. We should be on our way.
Yes.
Sure. And I will bring up a stupid question. Out of curiosity, what is the penalty for leaving the project?
You're asking this to Tip?
Yep.
The
Percy
penalty
just
for
kind of slowly looks towards Eve.
the penalty for leaving the project.
Like, if something were to happen and we said we're done later on, this is too much.
Well, the first thing that would happen is your memory of the project would be erased. At least that's what I would. That's what I would
Okay.
assume. If that turns out to fail, well, they would probably get the mercenaries to get you.
So death.
So
Perhaps so,
you either
yes.
die or you forget.
Or both.
Or both.
Or both.
Then I definitely will not be leaving, because I'm quite attached to this mortal coil.
Meh. Ooh.
That's just like you mortals. Let's get moving.
Mercy will remember that.
So will Kiyoshi.
So we'll leave. More specifically about memory modification.
So, walking through the pretty much now barren fields, you, after a few hours of walking, reach the gate once again. This time, Tip showing her identification, allowing all of you to get through the northern gates quite easily without being, checked for suspicious items, which you were obviously in possession of now.
Don't mind the fleshy tentacle.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
even though the tentacle is in sight, the guards don't seem to try and even stop you.
This tentacle does not exist. You do not see it.
Coming back within the city, everything is pretty much uneventful. Eventually, you begin to cross the square back to the district where the Eternity Project warehouse is. And is at this point, uh, the party would not see them, but Zenny and Zeno would be able to see the party heading towards the Eternity Project.
That be our cue then?
If you want to
Yeah,
approach
Zen
them,
doesn't see them.
if you immediately want to approach them, yes.
She's playing music.
You know what? Notice while actually, what would Zeno's small meal consist of anyway?
Uh,
Food.
It's noon
Of
currently,
course.
so you probably got like a sandwich and maybe a few like French fries or chips, your choice.
Fries. Looking up from his half-eaten sandwich, Zeno would po- poke Zeno in the arm.
Zeno is
Think
poking
after
himself in the arm.
Zen. Uh, basically, he's poking the fox.
He'll swish. She's busy.
Think it's almost time we headed back.
Dusk isn't around yet.
The party literally just passed right by us.
It's pretty
Up
hard
to the
to miss the
building.
blue oni.
I find it will be pretty hard to miss the music.
Oh yeah, that is fair. Coming into the square, the party would hear some gentle music that has no specific melody.
Mercy will look towards music as she's walking.
Well, you look
Look
towards music.
towards music.
If you look towards the music, well, you find Zenny and Zeno.
Zeno is eating a basic sandwich with fries.
What do you consider basic?
Dwarf meat.
No, he specifically
Cheese.
went. He specifically went to the cafe that wasn't cannibals.
Oh, good. The non-cannibal cafe.
Yeah, basically meat, cheese, bun. That's it.
That's it? No
Wow,
sauce? No
weird.
lettuce?
That sounds like a good sandwich to me, depending on the type of meat.
True.
Not
gonna
me.
I'm gonna roll a 1d10.
It rolls up Dragonborn.
Oof.
Uh,
Spam sandwich.
no, I'm just gonna go with ham.
It's tofu.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's tofu.
It was
It's still
You
generally
think it's ham?
It's still generally a good substitute.
Fair, but
Depends on
it's
what you
dry.
make. Depends on what you pair it with.
Hey, Casey?
Yes,
They went north, right?
as I remember.
Towards the Barrens?
East.
They went to the east towards the Barrens, yes?
As I remember, I wasn't paying too much attention with the commotion we were dealing with.
Then how in the nine hells are they inside that sandwich shop?
No,
I'm standing in front of it, but
they're just
okay.
on
We're
on the corner.
outside. We're outside.
Yeah, they're just on the corner.
Then how in the nine hells are they right there?
I've come to the decision of not questioning a lot of the things that happen while working for this organization.
That is a very fair thing to say.
Though, with Marisi saying that, does that not get Tip and Key to stop?
They have already seen your companions. But with the story that you've told them that doesn't exactly add up, they're just kind of ignoring it.
Okay.
You have to admit, this isn't the strangest thing that's happened in the last 20 minutes.
It's up there.
Says the person carrying a black tentacle in a magic consuming bag.
Bag of devouring.
I'm going to take such a long nap.
We all need one. But first, why don't we drop off these items to the art project?
I am taking this tentacle and this bag directly to my room for study.
Would Eve, would you come with me to drop off?
Crud? Yes.
You seem to know the area best of all.
Tip looks back to you. Sorry, but your delivery is going to have to wait.
Why does it have to wait?
Because you are to come to headquarters and give a detailed explanation of what happened to Claudia.
Cannot Marisi do that while we take care of other business for the project?
Yes, we're kind of under a thumb right now.
I don't believe you are given a schedule. So no.
Very well.
As you demand. Oh, so let's
Yes,
continue.
Manish. And then she'll do like the flair of bowing by giving them the finger.
Marisi does nothing because she likes her head on her shoulders.
Tip seems to ignore you and looks to Zinni and Zeno. You too.
Let me try again. Zeno looks up from his sandwich and makes a grunting noise before elbowing Zenny in the ribs.
In the ribs.
Now Zenny is thinking about committing a hate crime on Zeno.
Actually, not the ribs, elbow.
Okay, good. It will be a very odd spot to poke someone in.
Somewhere not harmful.
Oh, I
We
suppose
got.
I'll give it a shot later.
Right in the tuchus.
He's been spotted.
I didn't exactly try to hide. Oh, orders are orders.
Guess this is a to go order then. I think it came in a box. But that,
The
Xeno,
fox.
I said
The fox.
box, not fox.
I said fox. The fox stands up from her grounded seat, puts the guitar on her back, and walks over.
Xeno will put the remains of his food back in the container it was in and follow, taking his lunch with him.
When did you get a good? You know what? I'm not going to question anything anymore.
No, today's the day that you don't question anything for any reason.
I
Talk
just got a guitar.
about that.
And Barisi will just smile and nod like it's totally a normal thing that happened.
I still had money left. Besides,
Yeah.
playing some music, can you make something for the day? Could be good
Plus,
for all of us, actually.
Head
I
back
needed to pay for the
base.
sandwich. I needed to pay for this sandwich somehow. I'm flat out broke from contributing to the phone.
All of
Anyway,
you,
before she gets angry, let's go.
thank you. Tip gives what appears to be a hand signal to Key, and then Tip just generally walks off. As Key
Obvious
begins
reason.
as Key begins to walk back to the headquarters.
I'd follow after him.
I follow too.
Follows keeping one hand out of his pocket to hold onto his lunch.
Protect the food at all costs.
Then follows Stupid Thought. She is a bit worried for something, and that is very fair.
Alright. Within a few minutes, you're back inside the Eternity Project warehouse. A few things seem to have changed. Let me take a quick look at something.
Can I smell brimstone?
What?
What?
Can I smell brimstone?
Why?
But why?
What?
I'm just wondering if Mose is around.
Oh,
Well,
Mose.
I'm about to get to the description if you give me a minute.
Okay.
No, don't open Team Mod Loader.
What?
I have Team Mod Loader on my taskbar. So, immediately coming into the base, obviously Tip's not around. You immediately see Kaze is there. He's just generally kind of standing around. Mose is sitting down on a seat. She is currently missing an arm.
this is normal.
Thankfully, it's not her human arm. It was the mechanical
Ew.
arm she already had.
Hence why this is normal.
Shin is there tending to her missing arm. And Claudia is standing somewhat near the stairs, looking at all of you with a very particular character beside them, if he would like to describe himself.
Demix, that's you.
Indeed.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, Demix, that's you.
So, Demix, that's you.
That's your cue.
Run it back again. I didn't quite hear it.
Uh, basically, there are a few people around the lobby. You're standing next to the boss, whose name is Claudia. If you would like to describe yourself, please go ahead.
Oh, okay. So full name Demix Altarian. That is him. He is a Dragonmon fighter with a white scale. No, yeah, a white scale Dragonborn. He is around. He is over 7 feet tall, with
A
brown
tall
eyes,
boy.
wearing chainmail, full on chainmail, and the only he is also carrying a halberd with one arm. So that shouldn't be too that should be obvious to distinct between people around. He is kinda like why I say a wild card.
A
You
picture
never
of
know.
him.
I don't got much of a picture
Uh,
Pictures just
because
campaign
he
at
is
all, boys.
I don't know, but like, how many people do we have part of the party now that's over 7 feet tall?
How
At least
tall?
well,
3.
Well, if we disclude Gerard, there's 3.
Tall squad.
Xeno, ironic. Moving on.
How tall is Zeno?
5'9".
Let's
I have a dis-
let's not go back into a discussion about height. Please continue.
Anyway, as I was about to say, this Dragonborn would notice that there among the party is another Dragonborn, albeit and a very odd-looking one. Scales are electric blue, and for one thing, it looks like he's got like 8 eyes, albeit only 2 appear to actually function. I wasn't kidding when I said Xeno was based off the Xeno Jiva.
Oh,
So,
calm down there.
Claudia motions for the party to come over.
Nice picture.
Works.
give me a second.
Marisi will walk over.
For obvious reasons, Xeno will follow.
Well, it seems like all of you had a very interesting outing.
Eventually, that's for
Uh,
sure.
That's an understatement.
Is
We
there anything?
completed the task that we intended on, so it was productive.
Well, that's good. Would any of you like to explain the excuse that didn't make any sense?
That Xeno will glare to the party that does not include him or Demix.
Oh no.
What
Excuse me?
the hell? What the hell did
Marisi
you
will.
do? You guys do?
Oh shit, we just lost that. Oh no, there it is.
You good? You good, Demix?
F?
Demix?
Oh,
Well,
Whoa.
all right. Now let's continue.
Yay. Well, I
may
suppose
or may not have discovered a house full of blood and bodies.
I'll just let the others explain it because clearly I can't make sense of anything.
That's because you speak all, intelligent and all that. And right now your mind is befuddled.
With all
I
due
have had the
respect,
most event.
Sorry.
I have had the most eventful 2 hours of my life, with several things happening on top of each other, so pardon me if I'm a bit confused and scatterbrained.
Not like you went.
I think. Hello, can I? With all due respect, but I think our boss here is even smarter than Marisi. So talking intelligence would probably work better with Marisi than any of us.
Zeno just sighs and face palms.
Honestly, it's. Well, obviously, lying isn't going to get us anywhere at this point, so it'd be best if Zenny and Zeno tell you.
That Zeno looks to Zenny.
Okay, for one thing,
Recall,
why is everything been put on me?
couldn't explain this if I tried. I'm not.
What do you guys say? I have what was said.
I'm sorry?
No, she literally asked the others, so what did you guys even say?
I just told Tip that we were separated during noon.
That is correct.
What the? What exactly was this excuse anyway?
Would you
Yeah,
like?
that's
Gave
what I'm.
them?
I told her that we were separated during a fight at the outskirts of town, and then someone named Blake turned up. Apparently, I slipped a word or two, and then they didn't believe me. And now here we are.
Zeno face palms and says something in draconic. Demix would understand this, and it sounds like he's saying, "You beep." Censored for
Demis would
comedy because
Alright.
Demis would chuckle alone.
I guess I have to fill in for at least that part, huh?
Please
record
do.
that was censored because I would not get away with a vulgar chain that long.
Alright. When we arrived at the town, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. We did meet, however, a mercenary that's so far that we're not sure of that is from belonging to our project or not, but I'm not sure if you know Red.
I am aware of Red's existence, yes.
Yes, she was also in the town and she smelled blood.
Continue.
So, in all manner of keeping the people as safe as possible by my own accord, since I think, but you know by now that I want to avoid any deaths possible, we went to investigate, and after some looking at Eve, we found out that there was actually a lot of blood. And I mean a lot. I've never seen that much blood in my life.
Two
And we have here
humans
a
with
giant elephant. So, after confronting the person who was in charge of guarding her family, we went inside and took a better look because someone here did not dare to even try to look inside the room. Looking at Eve again.
Hey, I looked inside. I went in with you.
You didn't tell us there were mangled heads, limbs, and everything all around. You just said there was bloodstains on the window.
I said someone went painting.
Yes, which means bloodstains. Anyway, it was quite a gruesome sight. Some of us threw up, some of us didn't. The person in question, in case they probably said something about multiple deaths happened in the time. Am I right with this?
Yeah, no, you're right.
The person in question mentioned that this happened more times than they can count. So, With everything that has happened so far, with Noon arriving, with the extreme amount of monsters outside of the city, or the town that we were in, I guess it just got a bit too much and they didn't know what to believe anymore. So I apologize for everything that's happened with what they said. On the other hand, we got separated in a commotion because that person was a bit threatening to all of us. I don't really have a real recollection of exactly how we got separated, but both Xeno and I got outside there right after Noon got hit, and it got a bit fuzzy from there.
So
I
even
mean, we kind of just also got back here via portal shenanigans. Honestly, I have no idea what to believe myself anymore. So,
portal
You and me both.
shenanigans.
how many people here can create portals? To be fair,
I cannot. Not yet, anyway.
Not
not yet.
many.
All I can tell is that the person in question was from the M Project. If you want a private audience for any other questions you might have, I will try to answer them at the best of my ability. Because apparently I'm the person here that has to say everything in a normal manner.
We will discuss this later on a further note. And I have to pause right here because I need to go drink more water. I'm gonna take that button away from you.
I have a stick and I have power and I absolutely gotta abuse it.
Marisi has the highest intelligence. No, let's have the barbarian go negotiate.
Hey, I offered to do
To be
flip.
fair, it's been 2 weeks and I can't get my details straight.
I haven't even written down any details.
I refuse and refund your channel points. No water. What?
Everybody needs a pooper, that's why they invited you.
Not. Do not screw with the moderator.
Somebody say moderator?
Mod check.
Mod
I
check.
just enjoy the barbarian who usually is the stereotypical dumbass is now here negotiating.
Well, see, she tried to cover for your asses,
Hmm?
but
Fire
obviously
door.
asses isn't a swear.
It's not a swear word, no.
In the US it is, but that's stupid.
Okay.
Well, I'm Canadian,
Anyway,
so it isn't a swear.
I'm back.
she tried to cover
I'm
for
back.
for our rears, but instead said the complete truth.
Oh.
Got it.
Yes,
Right.
and myself and whoever yawning turkey is also demand you drink.
Yes, I'm
And-
fully aware.
The mod says no. Stay here.
No, I already
Anytime-
like those were given before I went to go drink water, so I knew we had them. I already drank.
So you got 4 drinks of water?
Yes.
But no, Echo just took 4 sips.
Oh, and blank.
Moderation.
I am yawning turkey.
Oh, okay.
For the
I just.
for the
I
record,
just-
I will say this needs to stop. I can't be going like every 10, 15, 45 minutes going to drink water.
Oh,
I'm running a
last time you
D&D
left-
session.
Last time
I-
you went to drink water, we all decided to do it at 9.
Everyone did
Okay.
except me. I even rejected the channel points. Oh, I hear meowing.
Let's shadow.
That sounds like Shadow.
Let's just all stop and continue on before we get off track again.
Yes.
We will have a private conversation about the happenings later. For now, I'd like you to meet your newest addition to your party. She will motion to the white dragonborn. He came here today with an envelope, much like the
Oh,
version of togetherness.
Zeno raises an eyebrow.
Handsome fellow.
Guess that means.
greetings.
I
Yeah.
Hey.
guess.
And then Demis would just walks right up, I guess, while
Hey,
flashing envelope.
Hmm?
how do you describe yourself?
He already did.
No, as a person.
Oh,
Mm, brash, confident, reckless, and barbaric.
Already have Eve.
Sounds like my complete opposite. Yeah, fun
Good.
fact. Oh yeah, fun fact. Mix, you're currently towering over Zeno. He stands at like 5'9".
I think the one who actually gets towered over is Zen. She's 4'9".
Zen is the smallest person in the party.
Finger
Well,
guns.
The smallest person, but with the toughest balls.
Anyways,
Greetings.
now, Demex, before you go on to meet your party and introduce yourselves, do me a favor, would you?
What it is?
Claudia pulls a. Claudia, by the way, is a black-haired woman wearing a black cloak that goes pretty much all around her body with gold trimming every now and then around it. Just to give you an identification of what she looks like. She holds out a black ring with gold hexagons covering it. Would you describe your
Found it.
personality to me?
So, in short, I am a man of words. I do what I say. I do by my will. I might be seen as reckless and brash and somewhat idiotic, but I am a man of my dis- discipline. I fight for myself and for those who are around me. And I do not care about honor. Death is death. Those who die are lucky from this world. And that's pretty much how I am.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I need to look at something real quick.
come on. Zeno would
That's
mutter
true.
under. Zeno would mutter under his breath. Talk about Graham.
He's not wrong, actually. Look around what happened just now at noon. The
Oh,
amount of
speaking
monsters out there. Those that are deaths are probably the luckiest. They don't have to experience all of this.
What was that Murray say?
speaking of noon, Marisi will hold the wrapped up tentacle in her hand. I managed to get this.
You got the tentacle of one of those big giant things.
Yes, this is the largest one, but the smallest one that I could physically carry that wasn't, the size of a tree.
Why didn't you have Gyasi carry something then? He seems strong enough.
Because he was carrying an entire robot.
I could have
Fair.
managed.
I mean, in terms of carry weight, he is the strongest among us.
I have about 140 more pounds of carry weight I could have used.
I got the strength.
So
You're
what?
much better at hitting. You're much better at single punches than I am. I'm better at lugging around giant robots.
Apparently. I guess we have all of our rules set up now, huh?
So Demix, was it? And Marisi is speaking in giant, by the way.
Does Demix know Giant?
No.
What does he know?
Then I will be translating.
Does he speak
Common.
Abyssal?
Yes, Abyssal. He speaks Abyssal.
Then Marisi will
Oh.
speak in Abyssal. So, Demix, was it?
Whoa, a demon.
I'm going to be confused now that I can't understand you.
How was she saying?
I speak by the Abyssal. Yes, that is my name, and who might you be?
And with
Marisi.
that, Xena would start translating for the others, because he knows Abyssal as well.
My name is Marisi.
Hey, Oni, why are you
Salutation.
screeching like that?
Are you tearing
Marisi's
cotton
just kind of
balls?
slowly look towards Zenny with a really face on her.
Are you
In my
tearing-
defense, I do not understand a single word of your saying, and it sounds like screeching.
It
She
sounds like
will.
the velociraptors from Jurassic Park.
Imagine it
She's-
more. Imagine it more as the Black Speech from Lord of the Rings.
Fair. Continue.
She's gonna grimace a little bit and just say in common, just for Zenny, Abyssal.
Oh, common, oh my god.
And then switch right back into Abyssal.
Did you hear that? She spoke common.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I am Marisi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Jeez,
So,
why do you sound Russian?
where do you come from exactly? Are you from here in town or in the outer wastes?
At this point, I have no origin. I'm just wandering around with, with practically no direction.
Yeah, okay, he hasn't been outside then.
Demix.
I think he's been everywhere but inside.
If he's outside the entire time, he would have been demolished already.
I don't know. He looks like he could handle himself.
Yes, he can handle himself, but look at what just happened at noon. How do you think he can survive 100 beasts like that?
If you would please.
Okay.
Go on.
Demix, I've come to
Yes.
2 conclusions about you. However, I'm in need of more information. Are you one to
Gladly.
take risks? Or do you see those beside you as people who are worth fighting for until the end?
Hmm. This is interesting.
One can
Risk.
um,
Risk is a common thing in my life. So I would gladly take risks when there is fun out of it. Those who I fight with is just com- are just things that happen in life. So I would be gladly to accept any risk
I see.
that would quench my blood.
Very well. Please, put on this ring now.
Demis will grab the ring and puts it on his left thumb. Okay.
The ring itself shifts its form to fit the finger you put it on. And then Claudius speaks with a bit of an echoing tone inside of Sully. Life is only granted to those who hold no fear of death.
Sorry.
Am I the
She
only one
does
who
this
refused the
whenever somebody
ring?
puts on the ring. Marisi actually is wearing her ring currently.
So
You
It's
cannot
on
take it off, I
her.
believe.
It is on her right index finger.
Am I the only one who actually refused the ring? Well, I refused
I
in
believe
another
you.
manner, but
I believe you were given a ring, but you didn't put it on.
No, I never got a ring. I outright said basically no, I'm not allowed to wear one because of past events. I'm still refusing it though. I don't like
Was it because
jewelry
of the
anyway.
shield?
Hmm?
Was it because of the shield?
No, I just don't like jewelry.
Very well.
Gives me a false sense of richness, I suppose.
Then you should definitely not look inside my jewelry drawer.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but I might. Because I'm so interested in what you have, but now that you say that, never mind.
Maybe not mention that around Eve.
I
Yeah,
find your hand inside my jewelry drawer. I'm going to cut it off and force feed it to you.
Now, children,
Noted.
play nice. After everything you've encountered today, I believe all of you deserve a rest. Noon has passed, and it is going to be a while until dusk arrives. So please, take your leave and do as you wish.
I have a couple things to study.
Good luck.
I'm gonna
Gently.
go and finish my.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go and finish my lunch.
I will look over at my pachyderm friend and go, "We have things to sell."
I'm Marisi. He's trying to avoid calling them by race or color
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Ye- yes.
I don't think he has his turn right now since we walked up to the room. You can write common, right?
I can.
If you find anything, can you write up a small essay about it so I can also read into it? It would be useful for me too.
Very well.
Thanks.
Tamis would just stand by a wall and looks into his backpack, reorganizing stuff. Pretty
Demix,
much.
before you leave,
Yes.
my apologies for keeping you here longer than needed, but I would like to
Yes.
explain the ring that I've just given you.
Ah, yes, I was meaning to ask.
The ring that I've given you is called. Well, it has no actual name, but it is meant as a limiter. It keeps your natural power under control.
Oh, wow.
Most people in your party have this ring as well, each one of them having their own sayings to go with this ring. It makes it so that, well, your party has recently learned about something called synchronization. It is something that allows you to take the power of another entity in this world, managing to bolster your own power, able to push through the limits that you are normally experiencing. Right now, these synchronizations are not available to you, but soon enough they will become very useful. So I hope you keep the words that I have told you today in mind.
Cross my heart, no one will know.
She will give a nod, and then a bow, and then walk off.
That makes football back and would be baffled by what the heck is this ring. God damn.
And Zen is the only one who has no ring.
That being said,
Swear jar.
yes, please keep swearing to a minimum.
Is heck a swear word?
Apparently, everything is a swear word. According.
Now you see,
Heck
what
is
in the barbaric realm is this?
no heck is
I
not a
thought
swear word.
Gosh,
I think he said
golly
that you
gosh
said.
darn it.
I think that
I
he
I
said.
thought you said something else. Sorry.
Yeah. Like I
I
was
see.
saying though, if anyone in the party that has a ring needs me to repeat what they have, please let me know.
Mine was the magic bullet always finds its target, correct?
It is this
Except
magic
for every
bullet.
seventh.
This magic bullet can truly hit anything.
Okay.
But every seventh shot, it hits someone you love.
Hun.
Sorry. Sorry.
Right.
You're fine. Does
Anyway,
anyone
I have.
else- Sorry.
Go ahead.
Does anyone else need theirs repeated real quick?
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Kiasi, please re-describe your personality again.
Kiasi is a survivalist. He's goal oriented. He doesn't quite. He cares deeply about his family and he wants to take care of them, those whom he considers his family. But he's very distant towards a lot of people, especially those whom he doesn't consider himself close to. Difficult to get along with, but if he does get along with you, he'll do his best to protect you.
It always doesn't always show, but
I
Zeno
didn't
is.
ask for yours yet, Zeno.
Oh, sorry.
He needs a
To be
second.
personal, I remember exactly what yours is, Zeno. And I will tell you that in a minute. So, not everyone will get along with you, but if you do, you'll protect them.
Yes.
I don't know if this is the same one, but I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
And make sure to write these things down because they will be
Yeah,
important
I'm
for
gonna
later.
get my notes.
So your phrase is, "All that remains is the hollow pride of a weathered night."
Of a weathered what?
A weathered night, like a medieval knight.
Yes.
I believe that was the one. I'm not too sure about this one though.
Zeno, yours is by far the most interesting of the party.
Yeah, he's
I don't need you to describe your personality. I know it. Because I know exactly which one I gave you. Yours is, "And my dear employees, I do hope you all put on the gas masks we distributed to you before we enter."
Is that a Portal reference?
No, it is not.
No, it's a
No.
it's just a normal thing.
Normal, quote unquote.
Almost.
Please write this down and
It
let me
sounds,
know if you need me to repeat it.
it sounds like a flight attendant stuff.
And my employees.
And my dear employees, I do hope you all put on the gas masks we distributed to you before we enter.
The most fun one of them all, in what they can do.
If I need to change anything, just but I don't really care.
Okay. Eve, did you have a ring?
I had
Everyone,
it, just
everyone
refused.
has one.
Claudia gave it to me, and I went, maybe later.
Okay, so you haven't received your phrase yet. Good to know.
No.
Okay.
It's just currently sitting in my pocket.
Though for other prospective reasons, can you at least describe your personality for me?
She's a bit of a coward because every time she has been told that she's put herself out, she's been repressed.
I'll be right back. My cat's doing something naughty.
Okay.
Probably scratching on something that does not deserve to be scratched.
It's
Okay.
eating
Can I
his tooth.
Anything else?
Ayo.
Um, without getting too much into my backstory, I can't really say more.
Okay, then I have a temporary one for you that I will keep in mind.
Okay.
As for right now, please go about your business.
Okay.
Well, me and Eve plan on
Selling salvaged goods.
yes.
Straight up selling or handing them over?
Well, I'm planning on handing over the stuff to the R project. Maybe see if we can get anything in return. If not, at least getting them off ours and or Moses back would be nice.
Okay, how are you going to go about contacting them, first of all?
Well,
Okay, I'm back. Got a miss.
probably going
Oh,
to
wait.
go where we met them.
Mercy, quickly, can I have the phone again?
Yes, and can I have the phone again?
Okay, good. Okay, we switch phones real quick. We switched the phone. Okay, the phone owner. Sorry about that.
You're good. Okay, so you two are going to give the R project the stuff. Demix is organizing stuff and looking at his ring, if I recall correctly.
While fidgeting with a short sword like a fidget spinner.
Fair enough.
Fidget spinner.
Zeno is finishing his lunch.
Like a good boy.
So, preferably somewhere where it's actually okay to probably somewhere it's okay to actually eat.
Marisi and Zeno. Not Zeno, Zenny.
If anyone, Mercy was going to study the tentacle.
Okay, Mercy's going to start. Okay.
As
If you all
well as
thought,
the magic bag.
if you all thought that Zenya was going to Moe's, haha, you are completely wrong.
Darn it.
She's going to Key, actually.
Oh.
Then Moe's.
Maybe. But, is Ski around still, or?
Yeah, Key's around. She's kind of been idling.
Eh.
Hmm?
She comes up running.
Oh, what is it, Zenny?
I know you're good with weapons, but what about musical instruments? Do you have anything with that?
Musical instruments?
Yes, I've got a guitar, and I want to learn it. Maybe I thought you maybe had some way to help me out here.
Unfortunately, I do not have any talents with that.
Eh,
Though, if you're really looking for someone to teach you, perhaps you could visit the M Project.
Aren't we, like, the enemy of the M Project?
Are we?
I don't know.
I've personally visited the M Project plenty of times. I can't say that I was always greeted with hospitality, and sometimes more hostility.
Yeah, I think I should better avoid it.
Well, there are plenty of music shops within the city if you would like to visit those instead.
Well, so much for trying to get an easy way to get this learning.
My apologies.
It's fine. I should probably ask too much of you. Learning every weapon in existence is probably even more of an achievement than music.
You would think. But, please. I have a bit of thinking to do.
Sure. Anything I can help with, maybe?
There has been something on my mind recently. The
Mm-hmm.
rings that most of the employees here are given are quite odd. Even I don't know much about them. Oh, even the information team doesn't know
Be right
much
back.
about them. Claudia is quite the enigma, is she not?
Yeah, I found it out myself quite some time ago.
I want to know more information about them, but I'm afraid not many people can offer that.
I think one of us actually hasn't put on the ring.
I have to be right back in an hour. My dog's deciding to scratch his ears up.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's not
Ooh.
good.
Poor dog.
Take care of Momo.
So you want to study the rings, right?
Among other things, yes.
I believe one of us actually has one, but didn't put it on yet.
Even still, I'm not very attuned with magic that isn't healing. So we would need to find someone else to look at it. Preferably
I
someone that
only...
isn't inside our company.
You want to look outside the company. It's a bold one.
If we look anywhere inside, there's a possibility that Claudia might catch us. Among that,
Hmm.
there is some place I would like to visit. If your party would be so kind to escort me there, I would be happy. But that can wait.
Yeah, probably good. I think to wait. Mauricio's too baffled, and other people are too confused at the moment.
I'll be here until midnight.
You're going out at midnight?
Oh, no, I have something to do at midnight. I'm just saying I will be pretty much standing around here until midnight. I don't have anything else to do today.
It sounds like a boring time.
Well, when you are the one that's constantly looking after everyone, trying to make sure no one gets hurt, that is perhaps the best that could happen. A
Okay,
boring day.
right quick. My dog decided to scratch his ears, and now he's trying to tear his ears off. So, me and my mother have to hold him in a football hold, which is might be anywhere from a half hour to whole ass hour. So I don't know when I'm coming back.
You do
Be
what you
Make
safe.
need to
sure that
do.
he doesn't cause any problems.
You do what you need to do, man.
Okay, I'll be back whenever I'm back.
Like I
That
was
is a
saying,
problem.
that is a real
That's
problem.
problem.
I feel sorry for his dog.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, an uneventful day is a good day, which means no one gets hurt.
That one I can agree with. Many things happened, but so far I think I managed to avoid fighting as much as I can.
If only we could hold that mentality.
Oh, I am going to hold that mentality. I do not want to kill. I'll fight to protect myself.
Anyways, I'm sure you've got things to do.
Not really.
Oh. Um,
We're kind of let off the hook right now. We're a bit separated. Someone's going to deliver a little delivery. Someone is looking through his bag. Maurice is studying the tentacle that she got with her, and God knows what she's going to do with it after. So yeah, I have nothing to do. I guess I could try and fiddle with my guitar again, but aside of that, I have nothing.
well, if you have nothing to do, I would be happy to sit here and talk with you.
Sure. Would be nice to get to know you better.
She will give a nod, and I'm going to cut to uh Kiasi and Eve. So, you two need to find our project, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to find Moe's, or unless PSC stops me, to see where it is.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, I'm finding someone I recognize and asking where the hell the art project is.
language.
You're
Sorry.
just gonna ask a random person where the enigmatic art project is that works in somewhat of a secrecy.
Well,
Yeah.
Mose has been doing work with them, which is why we're stuck with this task. So she might know.
You most will, but probably, but a random
No,
person on the
she
street.
she did say she was going to Moe's first.
Yeah.
True.
I am going to Moe's, and if I can't find her, I'm asking randos, yes.
Oh, Moe's is in the main room having maintenance done on her missing arm. So she's literally just sitting in a chair.
Wondering where her fox is coming for affection.
So
Yeah, I will call her over like, yo, uh, can we talk when you're reattached?
sure, she says, and she just stands up and comes over to you immediately.
That works.
What can I do for you?
Well, you gave us a little task, and I look over at Kiyoshi, and I'm assuming you don't. We have no idea where the hell we have to go.
Language.
We had dropped some stuff off for the art project to complete your debt with them.
Oh, right, that. Uh, well, if you have the exact required amounts, there are some certain drop-off points. Otherwise, I'll send your phone, your team's phone, a map with all of the marked points where you can request contact with them.
I think Zenny has the phone, and I don't know where she is.
Oh, she's right over there.
Oh.
Points to
That
Zinnia,
works.
who is standing beside Key.
Enough.
Where the hell did you come from? Heck, did you come from? Sorry.
So Mose pulls out her phone with the one hand she has and begins to rapidly tap at it, shifting it around to make it easier to press certain buttons with the one hand she has. And Zenny, the phone rings in her pocket.
Eh? I wasn't expecting a call or anything. She's gonna look at it.
You open the phone and it's showing a map with that says drop off points in crude writing in circles, and then contact points, which are crudely drawn squares.
It's adorable.
Talk amongst yourselves while I have to go use the restroom.
Hang on, Key. Just for record. So is neither Kias or Eve gonna go to Zen for this?
Uh,
I would be looking over at you, but haven't started walking over yet.
Yeah, you see a very confused fox because she is not close by.
as soon as she's done dialing you, I'm going to say if you needed a hand, you could have just asked.
What? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Echo is gone for the moment. Just Zen has no idea what to do with this.
hey Zen, can I have the phone? And I promise to return it.
Why?
I'll make sure. We have to drop the stuff off to the art project.
What does that have to do with the phone? Like, it just popped out a map.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a
The
direction.
directions, and Mose gave it to us through you.
Moe's drew these crude leavings, crudely drawings. What are they supposed to be?
Directions, I hope.
There are circles and squares.
Well, hopefully. But she probably did it with one hand, so
Hmm.
I'm
a bit
not
of a
gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, so our project's things. There is no cross, so there is no treasure point of location, but there are circles and squares. Circles is usually usually a point you go to for anything ending, I believe. You have no idea how to contact, right?
We could bumble our way through it.
Well, a square is closer. Try there to contact them, otherwise go towards a circle. Do give it back or I will rip you apart.
If you can't trust me,
I'll
Try-
make sure. I'll
Yeah.
make sure she gives it back.
Yassi's fingers are way too big to even use his phone properly. So I have no choice but to trust you for the time being.
I'll make sure she gives it back.
Thank you. Because I'm the only person here who can properly use this damn thing.
am I really that untrustworthy?
Somewhat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She hands over the phone. But there is a massive glare towards Eve.
I will nimbly swipe it from your hand. I actually want to see. I know Echo's not here, but
I am here.
I'm a
Oh, Echo just
sleight of,
came back. Sweet.
I'm rolling a sleight of hand check just to see how well I can take it away from Zenny.
Okay.
I'm typing. Wow.
I have a passive 14 perception. You failed.
Yeah. I try to quickly and very skillfully take it from your hands and don't.
Zen just moved it a little bit below, so the swift strike for the phone failed.
You just grab Zenny's hand, and then there is a very wholesome anime moment as like sparkles
Shut.
fly from
No. No. For information, Zen has a distinct major dislike to Eve.
I don't know why. I haven't done anything wrong.
You just threatened to do wrong stuff.
Yeah. The main reason why you're untrustworthy is because of that. Anyway, just grab it normally.
Sigh, and I will take it normally. A bit dejected.
Not everything has to be stolen. Get it in your thick skull.
I wasn't trying to steal it. I was trying to see if I could take it from you without noticing. As we were talking, yeah, okay.
Actually, that should have been rolled at disadvantage because.
But besides the point, let's get going.
Yeah, it was still a fail regardless. But would have been a good roll then because I have 14 passive.
Well,
yeah, I can't roll decent. Counts.
taking the phone, the map itself is well drawn. Just the circles and squares are not.
Yes, and just try to contact either the square and then circle, or however they want it.
The closest square is actually in this district, supposedly behind a shop called Asmodeus's Pie.
Oh no.
Nice. I guess we're heading there first.
We will go there and explore Handon and profit, hopefully.
On the way there, I would mention to Eve, it's not that I distrust you, I just trust that you may try to steal things frequently.
Fair.
Is that it?
Unless we're gonna go immediately there, unless anyone else wants to.
Zen is not coming along. She's staying with Key.
I just expected more to be said from Eve.
Fair.
I will try to steal things. I'm not going to deny that. I am very good at it sometimes. Most of the times I'm not.
It's yet to be seen.
I do what's necessary.
Okay. Well, making your way out of the warehouse building. Thankfully, the shop previously mentioned is not too far away. You're able to get there into the back alley quite easily, especially not being noticed. Once entering the back alleyway, you see that there is a red box at the end of the alleyway, pretty much up against the wall.
There's a what?
A red box.
Okay, and here box.
I'm guessing it's not a typical handoff. I guess it's more of a dash and deposit and go.
Can I investigate the box?
A
Please
reminder
don't.
that this is a contact point, not a
This is
drop-off
a
point. This is where you go when you want to talk to someone from the R project.
Can I investigate the box?
Yeah, it's a box. It's glowing red. It's presumably the only light that's in the passageway right now. It seems.
Does it give off an odor?
No.
You keep on sniffing things, I'm going to shove garlic up your nose.
I have a very large nose, so it'll take a lot of garlic. 17.
What was 17 for?
Investigating the box.
Yeah, it's a box.
Okay.
I literally just described to you how it looks like. It doesn't
I
appear that
wasn't sure
it
if there was
doesn't.
anything else that I could find from it.
It doesn't appear to be connected to anything. It is giving off a small hum of what appears to be energy.
I knock on the box.
The moment you touch the box, it begins to expand until it forms a door.
Okay, I knock on the door.
You would knock on the door. For a few seconds, nothing happens, and then the door begins to open.
Ladies first.
No, someone's coming out.
I'd still say ladies first when the door starts to open.
As soon as something dangerous happens, you throw the teenage girl into the fray.
It's normally because you try to hide behind
What a
everything.
strong man and take it.
And out of the door comes Hana. Oh, hey there. You're the ones that Mo sent, right?
Yes.
Oh, you got my payment?
You guys were looking for scrap metal?
Among other things.
I then start to proceed to take about 670 pounds of scrap metal out of my bag
And I proceed to get the heck out of the way.
and just lie it on the floor in front of her.
As you begin to unload this mass of scrap metal, at first she doesn't seem surprised. Then she's kind of like, after you keep unloading things, she's like, okay, hold on. What is going on? She doesn't actually say anything, she's just giving you that look. And as you proceed to continue and continue and continue to pull out bits and pieces of scrap metal piling up in front of her, she's just kind of looking at you like, what on earth did you do? And once you finish, she's like, okay, so you either raided a project or you somehow defeated Noon.
Well, we picked
And
these
then-
up doors.
That's what she was thinking. She didn't say that out loud,
No,
did she?
she said that out loud.
Hello,
Okay.
I'm here.
Hi,
Is
welcome
everything
back.
okay?
It is now. I don't know what the hell caused it, but he just started scratching at his ear, and when he starts doing that, he tries to practically tear his ear off.
Weird.
But he's calmed down now after we put him in a football hold.
Make sure they
You,
know
you
they're
might
a
you
good
might want to
puppy.
go to a doctor for that.
We did. This is how we had this problem in
Oh,
the
okay.
first place, because the vet was too rough with him, and we couldn't physically treat it when he was a puppy. So here we are 9 years later, and we're still dealing with it.
Okay.
I
Oh, man.
still want to punch that vet in the throat.
Anyways.
What did I miss? Just give me a quick recap.
Eve and Kiasi were given a map of drop-off and contact locations for the R Company, and they just unloaded the 670 pounds of scrap metal in front of Hana.
Okay.
Now, I'll repeat what I said. You either raided another project, or you somehow defeated Noon.
Is this what you asked for? Or if we exceeded your expectations?
This is largely more than what I asked for.
Oh.
So,
Then why don't I just take some of it back?
Oh no, I'll take all of it. And I'll compensate you as I promised.
Thank
Wait.
you.
and yes, we did defeat Noon.
I'd put my hand in
Obvious
front.
lie.
As you start talking, I'd put my arm in front of Eve.
Well, I'm impressed that you two were able to defeat Noon all by yourselves.
Well, it was
We
it
had
was
help.
a group effort. We were just assigned the task of delivery boy and girl.
Okay.
If Sen heard this.
I think I'm getting a bigger picture then. Right. Well, I won't complain. I don't care about your methods. I just want the results. She will say, throwing what appears to be a small red cube on top of the pile of scrap metal that expands around it, covers it, and then shrinks back down into the small cube. That then flies back
Ooh.
up to her hand.
Where can I get one of those?
Project exclusives. If you want one, I suppose I could give you one. But it'll cost you all the scrap metal. The extra, of course.
I would love to take that deal, but I have a funny feeling that my friend will say no.
Alternatively, I could supply you with some firearms. With
That
bullets
may
included, of course.
that seems like it may be more useful to us. Maybe we can do another task for you in the future and see if maybe we can trade that for one of those cubes.
I think you've got yourself a deal. But for now, let's focus on your current reward. I could supply you with... Let's see. Calculating up... The cube's 670, I'm taking 100 of that for the project. So you've got 570. Multiplying that by the gold multiplying value... I could probably give you about... 570 million gold.
570 million?
That is
That's
what
a
she said,
lot.
yes.
I look over at Kiasi and go, "Take the deal. If you don't
Yeah,
take
may I quickly chime in?
if you don't take the deal, I will put you to sleep, and I will take the deal."
May I chime in real quick from the beyond? Echo.
Hmm?
Does Key have a phone that she can use real quick since she does want to check upon them?
I'm sorry.
Currently, Eve is
Does
in.
Key have a phone that she can use to check upon them?
Yes.
Key does have a phone, however, I cannot allow you to just randomly come in from nowhere like that.
Yeah, it will be after that.
Whoever has the video on, pause it. Thank you.
Okay, so it's not me.
Didn't know it was that loud. Hello.
Thank you.
It will be after it, don't worry.
However, I can also substitute the gold for healing potions, or perhaps other potions that might benefit you and your party. Alternatively,
Take the gold, take the gold.
alternatively, I can also offer you one other service. If any of you happen to die, the All Project will expend some of its resources to revive you.
Well, dying isn't my priority right now. I
Take
think
the gold. If you don't take the gold, I will cut your Achilles tendon to make sure you're down near my height, and I will make you take the gold.
Out of character, Eve, you know hell at least. Walking around with that much gold makes you a massive target.
I know,
But
but at
take
the
the gold
same
anyway.
I'd
Eve,
assume the thinker
Eve,
position. I'd assume the thinker position, but instead of my hand, I'd be having my trunk against my mouth, looking like I'm thinking. I think at this time, a financial supply like that would be most beneficial to us.
hey,
Thank God you're not dumb.
Very well.
He's trying not to look like it's a big deal right now, but in his head, he's like freaking out a little bit.
580 million
70.
gold.
70.
750 million gold, sorry.
570.
570.
570 million.
That's a lot of zeros.
and then Eve just survived this entire time based on what she could steal, kill, and eat. This is more gold than she'll ever see ever. And
That,
yes,
but it also makes you a target for being stolen or even killed.
Can I ask?
Eve should know this.
Can I ask you a question?
Anyways.
Because
Hmm?
I need to ask a question because this doesn't usually matter. But are we doing coin weight?
No.
Thank God.
There's also a specific reason that I say no, because even if we were doing coin weights, it's all contained in a red cube she hands you.
Okay.
Once you
at
withdraw,
this,
all of the gold inside the cube will dissipate back into energy and return into our corp, so sadly you won't get that one for free.
Good to know.
understandable.
But all of your gold is inside that cube. To use it, all you need simply do is reach your hand inside. It works like a bag of holding, but better.
Just for gold.
Now, I've got mine, you've got yours, I'll be on my way.
I think this transaction has been beneficial to both of us. I will seek you out again if I feel like we could benefit each other more.
And if
Mercy.
you're getting paid, definitely.
Mercy, though, wants nothing to do with them.
Enjoy your gold. I'll be putting this scrap work to good use. Goodbye, she will say as she walks back through the door.
So
Now
we
that
have a
she's
decision there to make, Yessie.
now that she's
Two-
I will say, now that she's gone, actually depending on the normal rates that our project actually is supposed to put out for their suppliers, she gypped you a lot.
I don't care.
She what?
She ripped you off a lot.
By how much?
Uh,
Oh, millions.
perhaps probably at least 6 to 8 million.
Oh,
Oh
that's not
no, not
Million?
6 to 8 million. Fuck.
Million.
Sorry.
Mm.
How will we financially recover?
I didn't say you would
Oh
care.
no.
I'm just saying she ripped you off.
Oh no, this isn't a ripoff.
Kiyoshi should know trade routes, right? And trade values.
Yes, and Kiyoshi is also not normal to dealing with that vast quantity of money.
Okay, fair. That one is fair. I cannot fault you there. That one is fair.
If you had if you had only delivered dawn scraps, you would have been paid like maybe 150. But you delivered noon scraps. Those are much more valuable.
And I
Um,
still have
Scraps, however.
and I
Oh.
still have that 40 question mark worth of gold that may or may not be magically enchanted.
Can I try to smell to see if there's anyone around us right now?
Yes.
Don't you dare give that gold away, or I'm gonna smack you so hard.
Not within the vicinity, no.
There's no one around us?
Nope. The door has gone back to being a cube, and you two are the only ones that are in the alleyway.
Okay, then I'm going to lift Eve into the air and spin in a circle.
Okay.
Just very happy.
Happy elephant noises.
I will try not to hurl and keep a hold of the cube.
I thought I was holding the cube.
I didn't define which one of you she gave the cube to, so you're free to
Oh, I'm
decide.
taking that cube.
Don't trust me with that much, huh?
That, and I'm also making sure that cube does not get lost or spent frivolously. And as I say that, let's go spend this money frivolously.
Okay, so we're going. Wait. Before we return to the group with the leftover funds and divvy it up equally afterwards, we have to get our stuff first. Then we split it equally between the party.
We'll pay for we'll pay for what everyone needs first. What
I
everyone
Be right.
needs first is more than paying for it, than divvying it up equally.
If
Be
we do
back.
that, we have to assign a treasurer to keep hold of the massive fortune we just came a hold of.
Echo question.
Hmm?
Is that amount of gold common from where I was living?
From where you're living, even that amount is supposed to be rich.
Okay. That's like high end amounts of gold.
Yeah. That is like royalty
Okay.
amounts of gold.
Then I've probably not seen that much gold either.
I make Alaria look poor now.
So the question is,
Yeah, you do, because she only has 3 million.
there are several questions that you guys should be asking right now, but I'm gonna keep to saying those until after the session is done.
Where did they get this money?
That could be one of them.
Is the gold marked?
Is it real?
Have you looked at it yet?
Is there a tracking device?
I'd take some out to just
It is indeed
Probably.
real gold, yes.
I would bite it.
It is a gold coin.
Don't snort the gold coin.
Just have the ringing happen whenever you want, Echo.
Yeah. Eve, the phone begins to ring. I honestly forgot that you were gonna call them.
Can I roll Arcana to see if it's enchanted and or cursed?
Go ahead.
What?
What?
Go ahead.
Is your Arcana like a +2?
Hey,
But Eve, the phone is
how'd you
ringing.
know?
It was honest. It was just an actual honest guess. I didn't actually think it was +2.
It's actually
Uh,
plus two.
the gold is enchanted, but it's more of a tracking spell than anything.
Knew it.
Interesting.
As soon as I will hear the phone ring, I will take a second to calm myself, go, and answer the phone. This is Eve. How can I help you?
Yo, just checking on you. I'm using Key's phone.
Hey, Zeddy. How are you?
I'm okay. How is our things going? Delivery happened yet?
Yep, we just delivered it all. They were thankful. Um, at this point, I look over at Casey and go and cover the phone. Do we tell them or surprise them?
So is most debt paid off?
Yes, the debt's paid off.
Yes, the debt is paid off.
And then
There's
some.
no doubt.
We'll be
Wait,
over soon.
did 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 they actually say it?
Yes.
Well, then I suppose it's a good thing to tell her then. So, was it enough?
Yeah.
It did happen to be enough. We were thankful we don't have to go out more, unless we so choose.
I see. Well, I'm glad that is at least over. You better not pull my leg that her debt hasn't been paid off.
It has
Nope.
been, thankfully.
The debt has been paid off. Trust me, the debt has been paid off.
You hear an audible Moe's scream.
Yay.
And with the all extra scrap, we actually overpaid, so they paid us back with all the extra. Not
What is
much.
the extra?
So with all the extra scrap that we provided, it wasn't much. It was something like 100 gold.
That's most
Oh, you
unlikely.
blow.
He's telling like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
That is most unlikely.
We'll be back soon, and we can divvy up the earnings.
Gassy, how much was it?
Enough.
It was
Click.
enough.
Hang
It,
up.
okay.
What now? Okay, she's definitely hiding something.
I guess
I'm gonna
we'll.
break someone's leg.
Please do not.
Hey, Mose has spares.
Okay, fine.
So, you guys have got your 57 million gold. Have fun with that.
570, right? Wasn't
57.
570?
570.
Yeah, whatevs.
Something too large to count.
Big number. So while they're coming back, I would like to do some identification.
Alright. What are you identifying, first of all?
First, I'm going to be identifying. These are all going to be ritual cast, by the way.
Okay.
The 40 question mark gold worth of scrap, because you said it may or may not be magically enchanted.
50 gold worth. Oh, how do I describe this?
It's actually just a turnip.
What I should say is that when you touch this and you learn what it does, you do not want to keep this, is the immediate feeling you get.
Is it a grenade?
No.
What is it?
Learning the magic and how it's used. This is some of the parts that was used to create. Used in a machine that creates machines.
Is it sentient?
Yes. And it is very much alive.
Oh. So I just brought in something from Noon that's still alive into the facility.
Yep. Except this isn't from Noon.
When is it from?
That's not Eve.
I will give you this because this is one of the things Amanda would have told you about the occurrences. This is materials actually from something that appears at dusk.
And that's worse than Noon, yeah?
That is much worse than Noon.
Oh.
It's after midnight.
So what's the real value of this then?
Let's just say that 570 pounds worth of noon material got you 570 million gold. Let's say this 40 pound, that this 40, what would have been 40 worth of Dawn gold is probably more than that.
Lots of zeros.
Yeah.
Like at
Oh.
least 4.
Though that is not exactly determinable, since you wouldn't know the price of it anyways. You just know that these things are both very valuable, but mostly it is very valuable when it's dead.
But it's still alive.
Yeah, the ones you have is still alive.
What does this quote-unquote scrap look like?
It looks like brown rusted metal.
Like what kind of part specifically, or is it just mangled scrap?
It's mostly mangled scrap.
And it's sentient mangled scrap.
Yep.
And I don't imagine it's very happy right now.
You can't tell.
Does it even have emotions?
Gonna say glub again. Or gurgle.
I'll be right back. I'm muted upstairs again.
So Eve,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on stopping in a shop?
A shop? We can go shopping. We got the funds to go shopping.
Maybe this would be a good time to see if we can check some stuff out.
Finally, me and you are on the same page. Let's go shopping.
So we would head. We're in the same district as the attorney project, aren't we still?
Yes.
So we're not in hell, thank God. For a second, I was a little bit.
Yeah, I recommend not going there. You're not going to find much.
No, I forgot that
Black
we
market?
weren't there because that would be a bad place to have acquired the money.
Okay,
What
I'm
about the
back.
black
My
market?
dog just went underneath the table. I'm back now.
Welcome back.
It's Puppet Town.
I'm gonna put this scrap metal in a jar and give it a name tag called Jeff.
Okay.
That definitely requires further investigation. I would then like to ritual cast Identify on the Tentacle.
Well. How do I describe
Adam and Eve.
this?
The eldritch horror within.
So, this tentacle, it's not alive, first of all.
I would assume so, being severed from its main body.
Yes, it is very much dead. It can be used as a whip that deals necrotic damage.
A
And
magic whip, like a +1 or a +2, or
oh, this is a +3 magic whip.
oh,
Okay.
Yeah, these things.
What did I miss?
Like those
I have a whip,
monoliths are
apparently.
powerful. It is a
and it's a
+3
good
magic
5 feet
whip.
long.
It has 1 charge a day.
What did I miss?
If you would
Nothing.
please
Plus
be
3 magic
quiet,
whip.
I'm still trying to explain. This 1 charge a day allows you to summon a monolith.
What?
I could just drop a monolith on top of somebody.
I never said it would be friendly to you.
So it's more of a, oh shit, let me drop this and get out of here kind of deal.
I guess.
Boss fight.
Panic button.
And
Give the boss fight a
I
boss
also
fight.
never said where it would drop down. You could be on one side of the world, it could drop down on the other side of the world.
That's true.
I just
Still
said that
having the ability to
I just said it summons a monolith.
just having the ability to summon a monolith is funny.
I could
Yeah.
summon a
Gavin,
How
my god.
and how big are these monoliths again? Like from the
Width?
scale of like a bush to one of those red trees in Colorado.
sequoia.
Yeah,
Okay, if I can speak.
sorry.
The width is probably about the size of a small one-person room.
Okay.
The height
not
is probably 3 times your height.
Okay.
so not something you want to summon right up between your. Never mind.
Martial finesse and reach. I don't have that. Meaning I need to
I
be trained in that.
Luckily, you have a
Oh.
master of all weapons in this facility.
Yup. And he's got a good. The fuck? Sorry, heck.
You saved yourself, but it was not good.
Well, it sounded like somebody just scratched their microphone. That's why I said that.
Wasn't me, was it?
If
I
you
don't
were
know.
just adjusting your microphone, then probably. Anyways, you were saying.
So that was it on the tentacle, or was there something else to it
No,
too?
that's it. It has the ability to
It's
summon a monolith, and it's a +3.
still plus
Okay.
3.
Yeah. And the last thing I would like to identify would be that magic bag that sucked all the light off that rock.
Identifying the magic bag. Okay. So, this wasn't the best find, but it is a bag of Magic Devouring.
Is that a wondrous item, or
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's not. No, it's not actually an item that's in the list. It's one of my making.
Oh,
oh yeah, it's a purple item right here, bag of devouring.
No,
this is magic
this is a bag of
devouring.
Magic Devouring. If anything, it's more of a cursed object.
If you want to modify, you can click on it and customize it. Name.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can go ahead. But basically, if you hold this thing in front of any kind of magic item, it will literally eat the magic off of it.
That'd be handy to eat incoming magical attacks, would it not?
If you can use your reaction and not point it at yourself, chances are, if you open it, point it to yourself, you might lose your entire ability to cast magic.
And considering that my race is basically inundated with magic, I'd basically suck the life out of myself.
Pretty much.
Yeesh.
So you got lucky before.
Yeah, that's why I said I'd only open enough to see inside of it.
It sounds like the bag of devouring with extra steps.
Basically. But instead of eating everything, it just eats magic specifically.
Yeah, hold a +1 sword in front of it, it eats the +1, so you have a short sword.
Alright, well, with that out of the way, Mauricie's gonna pick up the whip, and it was not Tip. Key, yes, Key was the weapon master. I'm gonna go see Key about how to use a whip.
Okay. Before we continue, is Dimix or Zeno doing anything special?
Zeno is only really eating his lunch somewhere, unless someone wants to interact with him.
Demix is
Wolf.
practically taking a nap after reorganizing stuff.
Fair, fair, okay. Then we will go back to. Is there anything Zenny wants to do with Key?
Well, for now, just a general talk.
Okay.
Really? Even after the conversation? Okay.
Well, she's going to question Eve later, but for now, her focus will be Key.
Okay. Then we
Just
will
to get
go
her
back.
know her a bit better and such. That's basically it.
Then we will go back to Kiasi and Eve. What
Important
shops would you
question.
like? Hmm?
How much would it cost to get my trunk bedazzled?
Probably
Well,
a
find out
probably
drunk.
probably a few hundred and a lot of pain.
Never mind then.
Yeah, so as we were saying, shopping.
Indeed. Where would you like to go?
So, PSC, I recommend we hit the medium area shops where we went before with the cafe, the butcher shop, and those two magic shops. And then see if we can buy our way into the and just go nuts.
Well, why don't we start with that then?
What, the high end or the medium?
High end.
Sure, why not? We'll give it a go.
What's the point in getting stuff where we might be able to find more better stuff?
Because some adventurers, if they find stuff, might not be able to get into the royalty section.
I'm just baffled that Kiasi is not wondering why there's a tracking spell on the gold.
He's wondering, but for the most part, yeah,
Spend the gold before they come and get it again.
yeah,
So you two are heading to the High District.
at least attempting to.
Wait, that we cannot enter the High District yet. For other reasons.
Yeah, your
We are.
education level's not high enough.
Say that again.
In order to get into the High District, you actually have to have certain permissions on your identification. And you don't have those yet.
We are going to try to bribe our way in.
You're going to try
That's
to
not a
bribe
good idea.
guards from G Project.
Congratulations, you're going to put yourself very high on the list of danger.
I'm
I don't
used
know
to
G
it.
Project, by the way. I just hear G Project, I hear another project, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm not going to bribe, I am merely going to ask.
Okay, well, heading to the High District walls, you are immediately stopped by the guards and asked your business.
We
We
wanted
would
to.
like to buy.
One at a
Can I
time.
speak?
Yes.
We
You may go.
wondered if we could infuse some more money into the High District's economy.
Spoken
That's
like a
the one
true
way.
merchant.
The one way to say we're going shopping.
The guard
We'll look at
looks.
them like that. Did you just say?
The guard, despite having a full plate helmet and not able to see his face at all, you can tell he's looking at you with an odd look. What did you just say?
We merely want to spend some money in here. I think it would be worth the benefit of many merchants and sellers in the High District.
Identification, then?
Unfortunately, I don't think we have the proper credentials right now to enter the high
The,
district?
the identification's in the phone itself.
Qualification.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Hand
don't
them the phone.
specifically, he will take the phone and shake his head, handing it back. Sorry, can't let you in.
What would it take for you to allow us in?
Proper identification, for one.
What would it take for us to have proper identification that we could do within the hour?
How much
I'm
you
just
got on you?
imagining. Oh, okay.
What'd they say? I
How
can
much
hear
you
'em.
got? How much do you have on you?
I have 3 million coins. 3 million gold.
And 30 pieces of silver.
Let's see.
We just want to spend some money. You can have someone follow us if you feel better, and I will try to persuade them to.
You give me half of what you've got, and I'll show you a secret way in.
All of a sudden you'll
1.5.
see- Yeah, 1.5 mil. All of a sudden you'll see Eve just like elbow Casey go, "You're the better merchant. You haggle."
I don't know. 1.5 million out of the 500 million that we have doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, Eve's not good with money.
I can tell.
What'll it be?
I'd hand over the 1.5 million gold.
He will take it, quickly pocket it, motion to the other guard, who simply nods. He then tosses a second bag to said guard, and then motions for you to follow him. He takes you down what appears to be a narrow pathway that is very much right against the wall, until you reach a small area that has a wall that seems to be jutting out ever so slightly. He moves along the wall until he presses in a certain brick, which makes the entire wall shift and open. Go on through. You've got 2 hours before we come and get you.
Thank you.
We'll be back before then, hopefully.
And once you're through, he closes it behind you. And unlike probably any other secret passageway, this is literally a straight shot to the other side of the wall.
I will motion to QC. I'm not sure how fast you are, but we should be a little bit quick.
I plan to see if we can get in and out within the hour.
Well, it gave us 2. Let's go for an hour and a half.
So, let me know
We'll
which
plan-
shops you're going. You two discuss amongst yourselves for a moment about which shops you want to visit, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So,
Armor,
magic shops.
weapons, magic, spell books for a certain person.
Yeah, let's
Hey.
try it. Since we're not going to be able to get the whole party in here for quite a while, let's try to see if we can get stuff for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So,
Costco shopping trip.
yeah, basically.
Walmart.
So,
Weapons, armor, magical stuff, maybe some food. Treat Eve to some high district food.
no, we don't have time for food. We only have 2 hours. We'll come back later. I now know where the entrance is. So
I
we
don't think we have a potion of climbing.
need at least
Bombs.
magic
Crap.
items, potions, swords, axes, spell books.
Hey.
How How much do you think it would cost to buy the college?
Probably way more than what you have right now.
Okay, what if we steal it?
Well,
Ooh.
This isn't The Sims where you can just pocket a subway station, dude.
Hey,
I
I have a
need
pretty
good
I have
at
a pretty
stealing
big carrying capacity.
that good. I do not have a bag of holding. I can't just go yoink stick and just
We
like
need to get, we need to get one of the boxes.
yeah.
Just put the college in a box.
Right now, let's legitimately buy things and come back later. So I need daggers, light armor. We need books for a certain wizard. We also need, I'm not sure what, heavy armor, uh, light armor for other people, swords, axes, hammers, um, potions, anything magical that we can afford. We can manage to find a flying carpet, bonus, but no bets.
Room of flying.
I'd recommend a fully automatic weapon just for Zenny because it'd be funny.
Firearms, yeah.
what?
I want to get Zenny an AK.
She's
Now
never gonna use it.
Now we're getting her a minigun.
I don't care if you don't use it. I just think Zenny as a beastkin holding an AK would be an absolute sight to see.
Okay.
I will use the gun. I just want to see little tiny beastkin with a gun that's almost as tall as her.
We'll just get AR-15s for all the party members.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make that joke.
So we need light armor and books for Maracy. I'm not sure what you take, Kiyoshi.
Most of the stuff I need, I don't really use any weapons or armor.
Okay. I am daggers and light armor. Zenny is no armor or light armor.
I
And then,
have no armor because I'm a wizard.
yes, I know. Zeno can use light armor or
I'm
whatever.
allergic to armor.
Demex, I have no idea. They're new.
he's
So,
he's a fighter. That should give you enough.
Heavy.
yeah, so light armor, medium. I'm not sure if he has a weapon yet, but if we can find one magical or silvered for them, we'll go for it.
Hey, if you can get me something called a robe of eyes, that'd be great.
We'll try. No promises.
Well, we don't know what you guys need. We're just gonna find stuff and think, oh, does that fit them? Sure. Let's
Yeah,
spend copious amounts of money.
And if it doesn't fit them, we'll take it to another shop and sell it.
Yeah, either robe of the archmagi or robe of eyes. One of the two. Either the lowest one or the highest one.
The robe of the Magi with one of the craziest magic items for spellcasters.
If I can meet an artist, I want a golden
I'm
fist with a middle finger so I can give it to Mose.
Mind you, Blake, the robe of the Archmagi is like the top of priority for Rift right now.
It's top of priority for Marisi.
Yeah. But like as far as items that I've wanted since I started playing that character, that one tops the list.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I'm starting to not feel very great, so I think I'm gonna call a session for today.
Okay.
All right.
We get the special bonus of next session is a shopping session.
Oh boy.
I'm more afraid for something else.
What, the monolith whip? That'll accidentally use it and just drop a monolith somewhere.
The fact that we're being
No,
tracked and only Kiyoshi knows because he hasn't told Eve yet.
exactly.
Eve is
Kiasi, the gold is tracked, and you just went into the high-end district. You
Yes.
stupid.
I am getting rid of copious amounts of gold for items that won't be tracked.
And once again, then Eve doesn't know it's tracked. Kiyoshi figured
I know you don't know, but Kiyoshi knows he is being tracked. They went
Eve,
into the high-end district. They know they're in there.
Eve doesn't have a flipping clue. she is blissfully oblivious to it.
Kiyoshi just ignores the fact that they will know. They can easily tell the E project. You're not thinking clearly there, are you?
Oh, he's thinking clearly, but he's also kind of not caring enough, even though it could be a big deal.
This is probably going to be a big deal at some point.
Oh,
And Zen
definitely.
will not cover you if she finds out about this.
Have any of you guys watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Nope. Most I know is the memes.
Same.
Same.
Okay.
So hard.
PSC has the same what is it called? Secret move that the Joestars have in case things go bad.
Higuera na yun.
Un!
Run away!
Anyways,
That is foul.
thank you everyone for coming out today. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. I'm gonna go.
Are you okay?
Please feel better.
Goodbye for now.
Bye bye.
Okay.